Again, folks, now in this video, we are going to all get together and do a Ralph Krueger bash. Coming up. Yep, it's that time. I should make this a regular thing on the channel. I read some of your guys' notes about Ralph Krueger, and my God, this one had me in stitches. I got to show you this one. All right. Okay, the shout out, I'll tell you, here it comes. Shout out goes to Chad Cousins, okay, for this one. Check this. Krueger was the absolute worst coach in team history and one of the worst in NHL history. Absolutely amazing how he managed to make good players look like they didn't even belong in the league. What he did to Skinner was damn criminal. And yes, absolutely, Chad, I absolutely agree with that. What he did to Skinner, I posted a way early in my channel, actually. I did something on that. I did. I just remembered that. I got proof. It pissed me off. I didn't like it at all. No, I did not like Ralph Krueger. Guys, what were we thinking? My God. Botterill had to have been the stupidest general manager we've ever had too, though. To go and get this guy, okay? And I would have given Housley more time before going and getting Ralph Krueger. I mean, Housley, we managed to do a 10-game winning streak, and yes, I know the team died a slow death, but that's the general manager's fault. I blame the GM on that. When the team is dying, shake it up. Shake it up. Make a trade. Do something. Don't just let it sit there and say, you know, what's going to... Come on. Like, Botterill was one of those guys that... I didn't hate Botterill, but my goodness, I remember when he hired Krueger, I never heard of him. I didn't even remember him as Edmonton's coach, really. And I remember thinking, if he gets this wrong, he's out. He's done. Bots is done if this doesn't work out with Krueger. And Krueger at first, you guys might recall, it looked really good. Remember, we got off to that super quick start. Sabres were looking good. It's like, my goodness, he's really got them going, this guy, you know? Because all we know as fans is what we see in interviews and if the team's winning. And playing good, of course, too. We can, we're smart enough fan base to understand when a team's playing good and still losing. We understand that, whereas other franchises, new franchises, they'll have to learn that. But when it comes down to what he did with this team, like, I couldn't understand it, guys. I could not understand it. I remember they looked so damn good. They came out of the gates flying, everything looking good. And then this starts to happen. And this gets worse. And he just couldn't get us out of it. He didn't have it in him, this coach. He just didn't have it in him. Kept talking about self-improvement and giving the thumbs up to the camera and like all this crazy stuff that, I got to be careful. This will be a rant video by the time I'm done, damn it. Because this guy, he got my hopes up. We had a really good coach. Put it that way, guys. Ralph Krueger sold me in the beginning. We have a really good coach here. The way we started, the way we responded, the way we looked organized on the ice, the system was working, everything was, Jack's happy, Jack's talking what an amazing guy this guy is. Now, that wouldn't hold 2 cents of credit with me, but I just wanted to know the inside scoop, what's going on in the dressing room with this guy. And my goodness, as the world turns, this team got so bad. Oh, jeez. This team got so bad at the end, guys. It became unbearable. And this was in my rookie season of my channel, guys. My rookie season. Let me get a drink, guys. It's boiling out here again. Oh, and I remember it like, when are they going to fire him? I don't know how many. I think you guys used to come to my channel just so you had a place to vent. When are we going to fire this guy? It was brutal. It was a brutal finish to his coaching. And the worst thing yet, Chad, you'll probably agree with this one. The worst thing yet, okay, for me, was watching him in interviews. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Like I'd want to like smash my TV. Really, I would be that infuriated. I couldn't stand watching this guy even talk. And he would just go on and on and on about silliness and gibberish. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's like a lawyer. He just wants to charge me hours, and ramble. And And you might recall we started good again the second year, and again, we crashed again, right? We had 2 good starts under him. Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. And then we had COVID. And then, anyway, look, things just got so damn ugly. It got so ugly under Krueger that I couldn't watch. I mean, I watched, but I couldn't watch with a straight face and talk about it, because I really got my hopes up. I got to admit, I got my hopes up when we got Taylor Hall. It's like, wow, okay, Adams. Adams did something here. But I was, in the back of my mind, giving Krueger more credit for that than I was Kevin Adams, because I didn't know much of Adams yet. Now what I've seen of Adams, as the plans unfolds and we see the security we feel now as fans, we have a good general manager, guys. That's a big headache out of the way. It's a big headache. We don't got to worry about a GM again. We're good. We're good now. It's our first good GM since Darcy Regier, because I won't ever say Darcy Regier is a bad GM. 4 conference finals in an 8-year span, folks, under that general manager. We were doing something right. Him and Lindy were a good combination. It was a secure combination of winning. Once we lost them, we seen what can happen to a franchise, especially when you got guys like, I'll never say Murray's a good GM. Guy had no personality. Bots look like, I don't know, that he's on something, He just didn't seem like he's all together, kind of. But there was something about Kevin Adams. I thought he was just going to do what the Pagulas told him. It's the complete opposite. You could tell they stay out of his way. He probably put out conditions saying, look, I'll do the job, but please, you got to let me do the job, And it seems to be what's going on. But when we got rid of Botterill, and that was the final piece of the Botterill and Krueger connection kind of thing, once they were gone and we fell flat on our face, we seen the condition we were left in. We were left in very poor shape. This coach, Chad said, had a knack to take good players and make them look like they're not good enough to play in the NHL. In the NHL, imagine that. I never thought of that angle, but I guess it's true. It was so bad in the end. I really, really believed in him. This is the thing I did. I believed in him because they showed signs that there was they were showing a restraint. I remember we were the lowest in penalty minutes in the league. There were certain things that were going good that I liked, but when the bottom line is wins and losses in this league, when they couldn't win, when they needed to, and not only could they not win, they looked worse than ever. I didn't know anymore what to do. And then I see these interviews, guys, and I was like, I can't listen to this guy. I just cannot listen to this guy because it's gonna drive me crazy. It'll just drive me nuts. I won't be able to concentrate anymore on hockey. And that's basically where I went with it myself. When we fired him, I felt good right away that, okay, at least now there's a chance. And I made a video on that, right? And yeah, I did a Granato video. The Granato era begins, I believe I called it, whatever. I just talked a bit about it, that it was a free shot at a coach. That's what it was. We didn't have to worry if he didn't work out. He was interim. Didn't matter if he had worked out or not. We'll get somebody else at the end of the year and get somebody, I thought, with experience like Tortorella or something. Somebody with a lot of experience, whatever. Because I was just desperate for the Sabres to get off the ground, right? But they made the right decisions. They did. From that point on, when those guys were gone and Adams came in, Adam made the right decisions. Interviewing other guys, he did for the job. Adams did a really good job there. Like, he didn't just say, here, you're the coach. Like, he seen what his options were, and it came down to Granato having the shot. And fair enough. They've both done pretty damn good last year, what we've seen. This team rose from what many channels said we would be to not become. We were a lot better than a lot of people expected. And now we got a pipeline, guys, that's as full as the Sahara Desert is with grains of sand. We're looking good. We're looking good for the first time in a long time. So I am pleased with that. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to ramble too much, but when I get talking about Ralph Krueger, Chad, I could talk 20 minutes about this, okay, with all the resentment I had. By the end, I just didn't want to see his face no more. I didn't care. Even if he was still our coach, I didn't want to see him in interviews because he would give the stupid robotic responses, and you could tell how bad Harrington and company couldn't stand this guy. Ugh! Anyway, I'm dropping it. That's it. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you there.